Okay, welcome back everybody to Coffee Art in the Morning. I moved the camera way up and I pulled out all of these deconstructed art journals. So this is one shelf full, and these are just the journals that I have deconstructed. Not all, that's not everything, but it's a full shelf. And so there's different sizes. Here's some 12 by 12, some 11, I think there's 11 by 14, 8.5 by 11 all in here, and then some smaller ones down here. So my plan is, now there's some like right in here, these probably shouldn't be in here. These are some collages that I've done taken out of journals or done on 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Those are not going to get cut up. But what I want to do is take some time, and this show probably won't be for everybody, but to cut these up. I got my paper cutter here, and I'm going to cut them up into 3x4 art cards, or, depending on the way they look, maybe 4x6 postcards. Oh, you see my washi? Oh, yeah, you usually don't see this part of my desk, do you? Here's some of my washi right here. And then I have also, hang on, I have this tray here that sits off to the side. These washies here too. I have a few washies. Yeah, you usually don't get this big a view of my desk because we're usually like right here. Like there's Lappy right there on the corner. But I moved my camera up at least a foot, maybe 18 inches higher than we normally are. The sun's coming through right there. I might have to, well, this will be over here. So I just wanted to show you what we're working with here. This is what we're working with. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my paper cutter over to where we're going to use it. And I'm going to slide all of this all the way down. At least far enough where we can put the paper cutter up here. We are far away. I'll zoom in, but now I can zoom in. Before I couldn't zoom back any. Okay, but I wanted to show y'all what we're working with. So now we will, let's see, I might have to, let's tilt it this way. That looks pretty good. Let's refocus. Maybe, let me get something for it to focus on here. Okay. Yes, it's a mountain of yumminess. So I don't know how focus will be, but I think you'll be able to see. So some of this stuff like this and this, these are partial collages. It's not like, now some of these, like I talked about earlier, I'll pull some of these out. Let's see. Some of these I've actually worked on and entitled. So some of these, like probably these right here. These are not for cutting up, but I'll do a flip through. But like stuff like this, I mean, I've got, you saw, there's 3 feet of it over here that I can pick from to cut up. But let me show you these real quick. These are older collages, and I don't even know how. And see, look, like this is out of an art journal here. This was a double-page spread in an art journal. Oh, good to see you, Terry. I'm glad you slept in. Yeah, we've already done. We already did some art journals, some flips. Showed my Inktober's from the last 3 years, and showed my last 4 Dilutions journals and some desk journals. But I have it all recorded, so I'll upload that to YouTube later, hopefully. Barring any issues. But it might be a little flashed out, but because there's the color right there. I try my best with the lighting. I don't want to get it too dark, but maybe that's good right there. And then not too dark. Maybe something like that. Okay. And it's probably not going to have the focus because like I said, the camera is now 3 feet above me and zoomed in. But okay, so stuff like this I would definitely cut up. But because this is half of that, I'm not going to cut that up. Some of these like this, I could cut up. It's a partial collage. And this one, I'll cut that up. So my idea is to cut up. We're going to cut up. And make art cards, which are 3x4 bases. I'm going to say this. They're art card bases or postcards. I might do 4x6. And then I'm going to do a couple of giveaways, and then you guys can do whatever you want with them. If you don't want them, you can throw them away. All right, so like these, this is texture. I kept this for examples because this is like texture paste through stencils. That one I could probably, I got a plan for that someday. This one's one of my, this is a collage. This one can probably be, a little owl made out of an apple top. This one can probably get cut up. This one, no, keep, cut up, keep. And some of these are so old, guys. This is 2013. Some of these are on my Ustream, when you come to my Ustream and it has, what do you call, slideshow? That's how old my slideshow is. I need to update my Ustream slideshow because the pieces that I have there are from 2013. Yeah, okay. So like this one I think is on the slideshow. This one, all these right here I think are on my slideshow. This one I did a painting out of. This is on a board here. I think that's on my slideshow. Some of these are on my slideshow. This one's not done. I have it. I'll cut that one up. This one, it's not done. I'll cut that up. This one is, I think that's on the slideshow. This one. Some of these are like, I know for a fact are on my slideshow from 2013. That's when I updated it. I updated it and last updated my slideshow I think in 2013 on YouTube. I mean Ustream. So I'm just flipping through this little stack here of did I want to cut these up or not. Some are done, some are not. But these are some old ones. And they're on cardstock, either cardstock or a heavy art journal page. Cut up, keep, cut up, keep, cut up. This was a 2-page spread. Cut up, keep, cut up, keep, keep, keep. This was from 2011. Some of my slideshow is from 2011. Because I know this one's still on my slideshow. This is 2011. So, okay. So I'm going to keep this stack right here. So I'll put this with my art journals on the other shelf. So I know not to cut those up. All right, so we're going to start with these that have quite a bit of stuff done on them. Okay, so again, my art cards are 3x4, not ATC size. However, if you're into making ATCs, artist trading cards, which are 2.5 by 3.5, I'm cutting these down to 3x4, which is my size of art cards. If you want to use them for ATCs, then just cut them down a little bit more, right? See? Exactly, Eileen. You could do digi stuff. You could do digi. All right, Eileen, I'm going to ask you. You got to be quick. I am going to flip through these. Tell me the 3 you like the best, and I'll send them to you to use for digi backgrounds. And you can do whatever you want with them. Do you want to do that? And I know there's a lag. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to call out numbers, and then I'll go back to them. I think I have about 10 of them here. So you pick out 3, Eileen. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Was that too fast? 1 through 15. Or, just because I'm going to cut the ones up you don't want. You want 2? Okay, there's 2. I'm going to put Eileen's, let me get a Post-it note here. Grab some Post-it notes. E-T-E-E. Okay, so that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's 7. Oh, and 6. Okay, 6 and 7. These 2? Okay. Don't cut 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 12. You don't want me to cut 12? Should I keep 12, Terry? My underwater UFO? Okay, I'm keep this is 12, I think. So I'll keep 12. I'll put that in the shelf. Okay, so these go to Eileen. So this one, and this one I'm sending to Eileen. Okay. Bam! E-T-E-E. All right, so now, let's see. All right. Okay. You're welcome. I did. I kept 12. Okay. So now we're going to cut these up. So, and they're on heavy, they're probably on 90 weight cardstock, and then they've got, collage and matte medium. So, anyway, I'm going to look at them and just decide. And again, my art cards are 3x4. So if I start on the edge, and I might turn them one way or another, and there might be some little bits left over. Not worried about that, but I'm going to cut these. Hang on, I can't move my paper cutter over. There we go. All right, so I'm going to cut these like 3, and then I kind of want this bit and that bit. So I'll cut 4 here, and then 4 off of, do I want, maybe a little off that edge, and a little, see, I kind of make them try to, make them pick the best sections, right? Make the best sections. And then after we cut them all up, I'm really far away. After we cut them up, I'll zoom in and we can look at them a little closer. So in the meantime, let's just chilly chat. Okay, I want to cut that edge off there. Cut this down to 3x4. And then you can, whatever it looks like, you can do this whatever, right? So I'm just going to cut for a while, guys. This is probably a good time if you have any questions or anything going on. And I'll keep a stack of edges, and because I know some people like just bits. So, all right. I'll go 4 this way. I think I'll go 4, and then cut these down 3. So I'm just going to try to get as many as I can. There's a way to cut down an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and you can get quite a few, You can get quite a few cards out of it, more than you think, especially ATCs. You can get a lot of ATCs. But right here we got 7. We got 7 out of one sheet. And look, I still have bits left over, so I wasn't even being picky about the cuts. Because if you're picky about the cuts, you can get even more out of it. Okay, I keep wanting to bump my, hang on, I'm going to have to move, I have to hook my camera cord somehow to something. There we go. Just so I'm not bumping into it. Okay. All right, so we've got a stack here, a stack here. All righty. So, if anybody wants to talk about what they're working on. So this doesn't make anything. You could probably make an inchy out of it, so that'll go in the scrap pile. Yes, I'm saving the cuts, Pacola. I'm saving the cuts. So now I can get 2 3-inches out of this. 3. Nope, not quite. Okay, so that'll have to be a scrap. I miscalculated that one. Okay, 3 by 4. Again, I'm not really being overly careful. And I don't even know how much y'all can see. But we're going for it. There's a little bird there. Let's cut this. Let's see. Let's go with 3 again. And I want to keep that bird, so I'll trim this down to 4 with a scrap. Do I need to zoom in? You will show us how you do a painting from your collage one day. Oh, yeah, I've shown my paintings. I've shown some of them. I've done a couple. It's been probably a while because, you know, since we've been doing a lot of color booking, that takes up all the extra time. I've shown some of my paintings, though. I don't have a lot of them. A few. Maybe 10. Okay, so all this is scrap. I'll have to cut these scraps down, though, because if I give them away, they can't be this big. Because they won't fit in an envelope. These are going to be envelope scraps. They're not going to be like, you know, huge scraps. Zoom in a little. Okay. I don't know how focused it's going to be, though. Let's see if I turn the lighting down just a little. Oops, I need to go the other way. Let's focus. I think I lost my focus by zooming in, but we're going to roll with it. All right, let's go with 4 here. And then that's too small. This is probably very boring if you're watching this recording. I think what I'll do, I don't know if anybody on YouTube would want any of these, but I'll do what I'll send one of you over to YouTube and pick you know, the 6th, 7th person down on a list on a certain YouTube video or something like that, so we can do a giveaway for the YouTubers. Okay, like this one here. I think I'm going to go with the postcard size on this. Like 4, now let me cut off a little bit of that bottom there, and by 6. So like this piece right here, that just looked like it. Oh, okay, whoa. I got to move my camera settings over to the right. Hang on. Not that far. There we go. Like that just needed to be a postcard size. Well, I'm not giving a bucket of scraps away, guys. I'll give an envelope full. All right, so like that, and then this one can cut down to a 3x4. Just take a little off the top, because I'm just kind of looking at the composition of it. So there's a small one and a postcard size. Yeah, see, I'm keeping the scraps. I'm keeping the scraps here. Okay, so I'll do some postcard size too, 4x6. Now look at the backs, guys. This one's not too bad, but you have to realize there's, you know, paint, and you're gonna have to paint the backgrounds and all the backs and everything, like I do when I make them. Okay, this one could probably be a 4x6 too. Let's go with 4x6. See, that just makes a good postcard, either way you want to put it, right? Doesn't that make a good postcard? And this is already, oh, that's a 4x, yeah, just made it, 4x6. We'll leave that one like that. Okay, next sheet. So you can see how this is just kind of like tedious. I'll break it up with a couple of giveaways. I want to trim that little edge off. Let's go with 4. Again, my art cards are 3x4. Now these are just, you know, bases, guys. You're gonna have to work them yourself. Let's see. Let's try this a little. Trim the top off of that. This is good. This one's a bunch of koi fish. Isn't that cool? Can you do another one of those paintings on stream one day for us? Several people think it would be great. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's like, let me, here. Hold on, let me see if I can move this. Hang on. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I can get to it. Hang on, I'm under the drafting table. Let's see. Let me pick out a couple of samples. Because I have some collage with them. I know you probably can't hear me, but I have some collage with them to show a couple samples. Like this one maybe. Let's see. What other one? I just want to get 2 or 3. Okay, well, here's a couple. All right. Oh. Let's see. All right, so I don't have the collage for all of these with them, but I'll show you a couple that I have done. And some of them are kind of big. This is probably a good time to show. Okay, like this one is a 12x16. And it's not even. So this was based off of a collage. And this one I did during the lunar eclipse. Did I date it? This one, I know I dated it somewhere. But this was from the lunar eclipse. A couple, 3-4 years ago. So yeah, and they're just on, you know, canvas boards. You know, the Michaels the canvas boards. So there's that one. This was based off of a collage. And here's an example. Now this one's not done, but you can see. So here is the collage. Okay. So I took the collage and you know, I've worked on this one on the show before. Again, this one is 12x16. And so you can see I'm turning my collage into a painting. Now the bird's it's not done. I've worked in spurts on this one just for an example. Okay, so this is taking my collage and turning it into a painting. So I keep those together because, because they're samples for you guys. This one, there's a collage for this somewhere. I don't know where it is, but there's a collage. It's probably under the drafting table. But here's one this is a paint. It's all paint. There's no paper, no collage on these. They're just paintings based off of the collages. And they're not exact replicas. I'll leave things out, add things in. But there's one. I don't know if you can, maybe I can move it up a little here. So yeah, that's that. This one is one that's based off of, no, I don't think this one's based off of a collage. I think this, maybe it is, I don't remember. But this one I named Darcy UK. Darcy UK used to have this long red hair. I don't know if she still does. I think it's short now. This is from 2012. So here is, this one I entitled Darcy UK. I have I've sold a few. I don't make the effort to. I just don't. Yeah, oh, I get effort to. Sorry, I'm pinning up my hair. It's in my face here. This one someday will go to Paula. I don't know why I didn't give it to her to put in her suitcase when she visited me. I painted this one in 2011. And Paula loves it. I don't want to ship it. I'd be afraid it got lost. When she was here, I should have just stuck it in her suitcase. But this one, Paula has always loved. So. And then this one, I don't have a sample for this one either, but this was a start of a collage one, and I did something there too. But anyway, those are just some. I have a big Christopher Columbus one too. Hang on. Where is he? Hang on, let me go back under. Okay. Oh, I found 2 more journals under there. There's 2 more journals under my art. This is Christopher Columbus, and this one is huge. This one is 14 by 18. So this one is pretty big. And, yeah. I don't know if you can see all the there's a whole bunch of little symbology all in the background. I know it has been ages. Probably, I think this one was 2000. This was 2011. I can't even get it up under the camera. There we go. So yeah, so many projects, so little time. Okay, let's get back to cutting up. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Three by 4. Okay, and some of the edges are a little rough, you know. I've been in the stack a while. What Prisma say? Papa. So I'll finish cutting up this stack and we'll do a giveaway. And I'll send somebody over. That's too little there. It doesn't make the cut. That one didn't make the cut. Send someone over to YouTube And those are bits there. And we'll do a giveaway here, and we'll do a giveaway over on YouTube. All right, let's see. I think I'll cut some of this edge off that's just black, and then cut this down to 3x4. So remember, guys, you can do this with your old art journal pages. You have pages you don't like. So if I do it that lengthwise, I can get 3 cuts out of a length. You can cut your art journal pages up you don't like, or they're just background, and do stuff with them. And that should be 4. Let's see, this one is too little, so let's cut it in half for scrap. Okay. Yeah, we need more ideas for projects. Put it down in your idea journal. This one we could probably get right here. That would be a good 4x6. So let's see if I cut off, let's see if I cut this at 3. No, I think I'm going to just trim this off. I'm going to get a nice postcard out of the middle of this one. A 4x6. See, that's just too good. That's just a perfect 4x6 right there. Let's see, is that 3? Yeah. This way. It's a little raggedy. Let me trim off the little raggedy edge there. And is this one? Is that 4? Yeah. And then here's another bit of leftover. Leftover. Imagine, well, these probably wouldn't be good for weaving because they are not only cardstock, but they're collaged. I mean, it's almost like chipboard. You know, there's layers of paper, matte medium, paint. So they really probably wouldn't be good for weaving. You know, because Janet weaves thin papers. Tiny weaving. Okay, this is another one that might be a good, I'm just imagining here. I think right in here. Let's go with a 4. Trim this off. And a 6. See, that's a good postcard bit right there. Okay. 4. Let's trim that off. And then this bit right here. So I'm just trying to pick the best compositional bit that's left. All right. This is texture paste here. Let's go. Is this even 4? Yeah. That's texture paste of some kind. I don't know what kind. Okay, some of these are too long. I got to cut these down for envelopes. All right, one more sheet, and then we're going to do a giveaway. We'll do, oh, no, there's 2 more. Okay, let's see. Let's go 4. I'm going to cut these down to 3. All right. Is Terry here? Terry, if you don't mind, if you'll go over to YouTube, and there's 2 videos from Wednesday on my color book page. And trust me, guys, I have no idea who commented and what, go to part 1, because there's part 1 and part 2. Go over to part 1 and pick the 4th comment. Who is, and don't include my comments, because I comment back. Not including my comments, the 4th person on part 1 from Wednesday, which the 2 newest videos. There's 2 parts from Wednesday. So part 1, 4th person, and we'll do a giveaway for that. Let's see, let's put this down. And that's 4, so now I want to cut these down to 3. And because I like to try to include the YouTubers in it as well. It's hard, it's tricky, you know. Lisa Dela Cruz. Okay, Lisa Dela Cruz. So I'll message her, I don't know her. She's, I don't know her, so we'll see if we can get a hold of her. Let me get a Post-it note. What do I do with my Post-it notes? Just had a here we go. Just had a stack of them. Oh, well, let me get another stack. Okay. Just saying. Lisa Dela Cruz. Scrap cards. So, Lisa Dela Cruz, if you happen to watch this, I don't know, these random shows like this, people don't watch them like they do our color book pages, our art journal pages. Okay. All right. Okay, I'll do a quick one here too. All right, so let me go up to random.org here. Don't put any numbers in yet, guys. And I'll go ahead and pick 2 people right now. Okay, so 2 people. Don't put a number in yet. Hang on. Let me get my random.org. Let's call her and see if she's by the phone. Okay, so I've got random.org. I'll probably try to get up to the camera here in a minute. All right, so wait till when you see me type in go, we're going to go with the 2 people closest to whatever random.org comes up. The 2 people closest without going over, 1 number only each, guys. 1 number only each. Okay? The 2 people closest without going over. Bam! There go the numbers. Okay, so while y'all are doing that, let me cut up this last one here. Let's go with, let me trim this off here. While everybody's putting that in, let's trim this edge off. I'm going to get a 4x6 out of this one. 4x6, and then I can probably get at least one 3x4. It's 4. Let's get a 3 here. Okay, everybody get in their numbers. Quickly, quickly. Okay. Okay. All right. So I got random.org. I'm going to stand up. Let's see if it'll flash. It's probably going to flash out. Yeah. All right. You're going to have to just trust me on the number, guys. You're going to have to trust me on the number. Okay. Between 1 and 100, I'm going to generate. The number is 57. I don't know if I can get it to show. The number is 50. Hang on. Let me adjust the light. Right light. Let's see here. 57. The two people closest to 57 without going over. Now let's readjust the lighting again. Oh, it's not too bad. Although I think it needs a focus again. The two people closest to 57. Yeah. I'm gonna have to clean out under this here. All right. Judy Patootie. And who's the next person closest to? Elizabeth 54. Is that our Elizabeth? The one I showed the picture of? Is that you, Elizabeth? Elizabeth 54? Okay, Judy Patootie and Elizabeth 54. I know I have Judy's. Elizabeth, I'm not sure if I have your address. So I need, Terry, would you put, oh, here. I'm going to put my email. And Elizabeth, email me, okay? Because I don't know. Okay, well, good. So Elizabeth, send me your address, okay? So these are scrap cards. And this goes in my Happy Mail pile. And where's my other one? Where's the, here it is. Lisa, from, this one's on YouTube. Okay. I'm very organized with my Happy Mail. I usually try to get it out once a week, sometimes twice. All right, there we go. All right, so y'all are going to get a bunch of scraps. Y'all going to get a bunch of trash. I shouldn't say that. It's really not. It's, you know, look how many we've cut so far, though. Cut these and these 4x6s. Just in the last, what, 30 minutes? Plus we have all these scraps. So, yeah. All right, let's keep rolling here. Okay, now these I'm not going to cut. Let me tell you these. These are all that I have left over of my original driveway art. This is it. If y'all weren't here 7 years ago, and there's a color book page in there. Random color book. This must have been some project we did. Something random here. This just needs to go like in that magazine or something, or sketching or drawing. You'll find random stuff everywhere. But so it was probably at least 6 or 7 years ago where I went out in my driveway and rolled out a whole bunch of cardstock and used up what was left over in, like, if there was just a tiny bit of paint left in my and I should go through them and do it again. Like, this one's almost empty. So what I would do is I would fill these up with water, shake them up, and just throw paint. I threw paint and just filled up the whole, all the paper. And then I cut it up. And the reason it's kind of sentimental to me, because this was my first outdoor driveway project, and I cut them up and gave them away, except for this few right here. And actually, I didn't even think I had this many, to tell you the truth. I thought I had 1 or 2, and I have like 6. So yeah. But this was my original Julie Topaz was there at that time. Okay, so let's see. So I see, look, I have tons of smaller bits here. And these are from journals, taken apart, deconstructed journals. Oh, here's another piece of driveway art. Look, I recognize it. But I'm not going to do those little pieces now. I'm going to do some of these bigger ones because they have more to them. There's more stuff on them. They're more interesting. I probably was covered with paint in them, but I was probably wearing painting clothes. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just take one by one here. And these don't even have paint on them. They're just collage. You know, this has just got collage bits on it. Okay, so let's trim this edge off because the edges are kind of raggedy. Okay, so let's go here. See, that one's got a lot on it. 3, and then a scrap that'll get cut in half in the pile. Yeah, we've done 3 or 4 shows. One of them didn't get recorded. The one when Annie was here a few years ago. It had to be at least 5 years ago when Annie was visiting, and we went outside to do an outdoor show. And it's glary. You could take a laptop outside, even though I was under an umbrella, under a patio umbrella with the table and all. And but we didn't notice that we didn't hit record. So we didn't record that day because we couldn't see the screen very well. You know, it was a bright sunny day and we couldn't see, so we didn't get that recorded. That was a shame. All right, this one's got texture on it too. Let's do a 4x6 on this one. I think we can get 2 4x6s out of this because these are 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Okay, so here's a 6. We can get what I think I want this. Maybe let's cut this off and go with 6 here. That's a good postcard. And then this we can cut down to a 4 by, let's go this way, 3. Because that's texture. That's pretty cool. Wait, I'm mixing these up here. Okay. Another 6 here. Is that 4? Yeah, 4, 3. I just cut through the texture paste there. Scrap. Card. This is probably, somebody watching this on YouTube is probably thinking, what in the heck? What kind of show is that? Again, I'm trying to cut through texture paste right there. Let's do a 4x6 right here on this clock. Actually, let's move this over so that we get more of it. So, yeah. All right, let's do a 4 right here. Or 6, rather. See, that looks pretty cool. All right, why do I keep... I think I need to move my... Or I need to move back. Will you cover yourself with paint and roll around on top of crafting paper? Eyes. Leave that to the young girls that do the, challenges. They do the funny challenges. Let's leave that to them, okay? I might do the curly shuffle. You might get me to do a curly shuffle, but I'm not going to roll around and paint. No. Okay, let's go 3. It's a little tough to cut through the texture paste. This stuff is kind of thick. I'm probably jacking up my cutter here. But these are really cool with the texture paste on them. Trim. See? Scrap. Okay. It looked like a Fabergé egg. It did kind of. Okay. Well, here's another one with texture paste. All this is I don't know what kind, guys. It could have been grout. What do you call it? You know, that you use for, what is that called? Spackling? Not spackling. Anyway, it could have, I don't know what we used. It could have been anything that we used through a stencil. Okay, so let's trim the edge off here and make another postcard out of this. Or two. I'm going to get 2 postcards. There's a 6. No, I only can get 1. Okay, so there's a postcard size 4x6. Modeling paste. Thank you, Kathy Kberg. Modeling paste. Yeah, but it could have been the spackling too. DAP, the DAP spackle, you know. Do I like that? I like it right there. I'm going to trim that in right in here. That one might have went a little small. That's okay. Let's get this. But it's probably not good for my trimmer. Okay. Because all that's textured. How about the painter's twist? You girls just want to embarrass me. I know, that's all it is. Okay, let's do a 4x6 on this one. Maybe that much of it. It's a little flashed out. Look, guys, there's the real color. I mean, it's, you know, I got it kind of set kind of bright. When you get them, you're going to go, oh, it's so much darker in real life. Because the colors are much darker than they look on camera. Okay, let's see. Now, here's some more. This one I think I did. This was part of a story. I'm not going to use it, but this was, I was doing a collage based on one of the, wasn't William Tell. I forget. But I'm going to try to cut this out as a postcard right there. But I was doing something one day here. Let's go with 4. And let's see if I can, how much can I fit in there? There we go. A little tiny bit off the, but yeah. Button, these girls never. Okay, let's see. We can probably get, is that 4? Yeah, we can get 3 out of this one. Let's cut this butterfly down. That's a good bit of butterfly. We're making quite the stack. We'll do another giveaway in a minute. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. I'm just going to, what I'm going to give you, what I'm going to send y'all is enough to fit in an envelope with 2 or 3 stamps, okay? Not sending out big old packages. I'm going to send y'all out some, you know, business envelopes. So be content with that, please. Okay, that's all right. All right, so let's trim these down. Let's trim a little of that edge. Some of the edges are real ragged, so I'm kind of trying to trim the raggedy bits off the edges. See, look how pretty that is. And I'm telling you guys, these are nice and thick because they have layers of paint, layers of collage, and layer of matte medium. So they're, I mean, they're nice and heavy. You can make something nice out of these. You know? And what you need to do is make some nice cards and send them on. Don't send them to me. Send them to somebody else in the group. Make a nice art card and send it on to somebody else in the group. And Ange ATC. Well, these are, I'm making them 3x4, guys, because I make my art cards 3x4. But if you get them and you want to use it for an ATC or an ATC swap or rather, just cut them down a little bit more because they're 3x4. So you can cut them down to 2.5 by 3.5. Let me cut one down just so you can see. Let's see. Here, let's cut this butterfly down to an actual ATC size so you can see what an compare. Let's trim a little off of this edge. Okay. All right, so here is an ATC size, and here's my art card size. So there's the difference between an ATC and an art card. Okay? Or it could go this way, whatever. But that's the difference in an ATC, an artist trading card, and my art cards, which are 3x4. I started making 3x4 cards when Project Life cards came out. Project Life cards are 3x4, so I wanted to make art cards to work in with my Project Life cards back when. So I started making art cards 3x4 because Project Life cards were 3x4. So that's why I started doing that size. But that's an ATC right there. It was the wings. It was wings. Are you thinking that looked like eyes and a mustache or something? Didn't speak up fast enough, Eileen. She wants to flutter. Yeah, no, don't send them back to me. If you make a cool card out of one of these, send them on to one of the other girls. Okay, all right, let's go on to the next here. Here's the next one. Let's see, let's trim off the ratty edge. Oh, the other thing, and I know what you call it's not here, Erin. Erin's one of the gamer girls. I'm sure there's some other gamer girls here. I don't gamer anymore. I used to gamer. But when I was cleaning out the library, organizing the library, I think I want this right here. I think I want this and this to be 4x6 right in there. That's just a good composition right here, whichever way you want to look at it. Let's see, 3. Is this a 4? Yeah, so let's make that 3. I came across all my old Myst, Ribbon, Uru, all my old Myst games, and all the avatars I drew for everybody, and all that, and a whole bunch of drawings from the game. And I said, oh, I should pull these out and show the girls. I don't know if anybody would be interested in that, but I did. I did a lot of, drawing from the game. Oh, look, that one's really pretty. And then this one we can cut up into a 3x4. When I organized my library, all those old games were down there, and all my fantasy, Final Fantasy, the old my PlayStation games and cartridges and CDs and all that. Yeah, all those. I found a whole bunch of that stuff in my library. So I need to, yeah. I just pull that. I mean, I have. The kind of games I like, they're not the shoot 'em up kind of games. They're not like, WoW and, the games, where you're shooting up people and, ganging up in points. I don't like that. My kind of games that I like is, you like this one, Eileen? Is this the one you said is awesome? Is this the one you're talking about, Eileen? I'll throw it in with your others if you like this one so much. It does look like a flower explosion. So I like puzzle solving. And what was so great, that's what I love about Myst, Ribbon, those kind of games, or a puzzle solving. Well, when Uru came around, it was a multiplayer game. And this, I'm talking about like 2003, 4, it was quite a while back, right? And I don't mind role-playing games as long as they're not shoot-'em-up role-playing games. I don't like that. I like puzzle solving. Bye, CB. I'm sorry, I didn't even see you here. So anyway, and it was multiplayer. So you'd go online like you do now, But this was, I'm talking 2003, 4. 14, 56, 12 years ago. And so it was more innovative back then, right? And you would have your character, you'd have your avatar, you would create your avatar to make it, you could make yourself look any way you like. Your hair, kind of like the Sims do now. I never played Sims. Sims was like, for us in Uru days, was like a fallback. Like, it was like when you didn't have Uru, people went to Sims after Uru. Anyway, but it was like that where you could create your own avatar and make it any look like any way you want. Well, I would draw everybody's avatar for them, their faces, you know. So they would create an avatar, and then I would do their avatar portraits, right? I would do their. I have a notebook up here somewhere. I would do avatar portraits. Like I do portraits of people, I would do their portraits of their avatars. And they were just little. I'd only spend, 30 minutes, something like that on them. They weren't anything that detailed. Is this the one you like, Eileen? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put that with your other thing. Um, and you would solve puzzles with other people. And they're very complicated. If you ever played Mr. Ribbon, you know what I'm talking about. And and a lot of mechanicals, math, and buttons, and figuring a lot of things out. And when you played Mr. Ribbon, and you had that was single player. Well, when Euro came out, it was those same kind of puzzles, but multiplayer. So you could all go hang out in the caverns because there's a whole storyline, and there's books written on it, and there was, oh my gosh, just probably like WoW is, with all the structures and the guilds, and all that kind of thing. Well, that's how it was with Uru. And 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 there was a whole storyline about a sunken city and a lost city, and you would go and explore these old cities where the civilization had been destroyed, and you were trying to solve what happened in that previous civilization. And there's all kind of books and codes, and how you would travel from one world to another is books. So you'd go to these book stands, and there would be books on them, and you could touch the books, and your avatar, it would make a cool noise, and your avatar would go into that world, and other people were there, real people that you were playing with, right? Friends. And I mean, we all made so many friends, probably like online gamers do now. They probably make great friends now amongst the community, right? And what made it even more community spirited in Uru was there's no fighting, there was no killing, there's no shooting. All you did was solve puzzle together. Everybody had what back then was like an iWatch. It was called a KI, and everybody had a watch, and that's how you communicated. So what you would do is it had a chat room just like we do here in Ustream. So just like we have here in Ustream, it was like that in Uru. So you would chat with people, and everything was through your, not a literal watch, your avatar watch. You'd have a little watch pop up on your screen, and you could, travel and communicate and do all kinds of things with it. Yeah, well, you never heard of Myst and Uru? I mean, Myst and Riven? Those go back to like 19, probably 90. I'll have to get them out and get the dates. Uru was, and we were in beta, so it was like 2000, like 2, 3, 4, right in there. And the thing is back then, online games just, interact, multiplayer games just were like not as like they are now. People, buy a game, pay. I don't know how much they pay. If you pay a fee at WoW or one of them, and then you can have as much play as you can. Well, we didn't have everything was done in beta, and it just didn't. It took off with thousands of people, but you really needed hundreds of thousands of people. You know what I mean? We had thousands of people, but you need hundreds of thousands of people to make an online worldwide game really, really popular. You know what I mean? Exactly, Terry. No, Novas. How do you spell it? U-R-U. It's U-R-U. Now, there's still people that have done private servers and kept, they kind of still have it around, but it's not like it was. After 2004, when the game went offline, I joined in a few, you know, other things, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same to me. But I said all that to say that, let me see, where's that bind? Let's see. Let me see if I can reach it. All the games and all that's downstairs. But I'm thinking I don't know if I can get it. Let me move this out of the way. I think some of them are, I don't want to have anything fall on Lappy, any of these journals, so let's be careful. I'm not sure if this is it or if that's it. Let's see. Oh no, but here's all my pictures I was looking for. Oh my gosh, I found my old portfolio pictures. This isn't what I was looking for, but I'm glad I was looking for because I found a while back I said, so dusty. A while back I said, I know I printed out a bunch of pictures from my old portfolio pictures. Well, here they are. Actual printouts, but that's not what I want. I want this other binder. Hang on. Rabbit trail. And this lamp is in my way. All right, let's see if I can get this binder down without knocking everything over. I'm a little scared here. Okay. Is this it? No, this is my calligraphy binder. Oh my gosh. See, I get up on these top shelves. Oh, okay, this is not it. This is a calligraphy binder. That's not what I want either, although I'm glad to find it. Where is that binder? Where's my game stuff? I thought it was in that one. Hang on, guys. I'm looking up on my shelf. It's in a binder. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm finding some good stuff. Found a calligraphy binder from back when. Where's my gaming stuff? Is some of it in here? No. Okay. Not in there. Hang on, guys. I'm kind of grasping for... Where did I put... Maybe it is down... No, because I cleaned out the library. Where's that binder? I'm looking at my top shelf up here. I'm scrolling across. Hang on, guys. What's in that one? Nope, that's an art journal. Well, I don't know where my gaming binder is. Wow. I thought it was up on that top shelf. Okay, I'll have to dig around for it. Of all my avatars that I drew. Okay, sorry. Sorry for that little bit of rabbit trail. I'm looking up there. It's not there. I could have swore it was one of those two binders I just pulled off the shelf, and it's not. I need to clean this. I need to organize in here. Okay, let's keep cutting. Let's keep cutting down here. But anyway, it was an awesome game because you solve puzzles together and your avatars move through different worlds together. There's just, for me, there was nothing else like it. Four by 6 one. That looks like a forest with a moss tree and some other plants over there, doesn't it? So, but maybe I'll go get that for y'all in a little bit because I have to go get some coffee anyway. I'm going to cut a few more of these. Okay, let's see. 3. Cut this one down to 3. I think that's 4, yeah. But I love puzzle solving games. I mean, before that I'd play computer games. Like you buy the computer game, the actual game disc, you know, CDs, and play puzzle solving games, you know, and they usually involved something like, you know, an Indiana Jones type thing. You'd go to Egypt and you know, those kind of games because there were puzzles. I love puzzle games. So Dee Dee, what are you working on? Hey, Suze, I'm cutting up old journal pages. Deconstructed journals and old journal pages. I'm cutting them up and doing giveaways. I'm cutting them up into 3x4 art cards and 4x6 postcard sizes. Okay, let's see. How much do I have here? That's 7. So I can get 2 3s out of this one. Yeah, but I'm not going to use them. They might be pretty. They might look pretty, but they're piled up. I'm not using them. You weren't here earlier, Suze. I went through all my 4 Dylusions journals, and we worked in the Dylusion journals today. See, that's a pretty one right there. But I'm trying to show you guys. You like word games, Terry? Yeah. I'm trying to show you that you can take your old art, your old art journal pages. You don't know what to do with them? Let's go with 3 this way. Scrap. And cut them up. How long have we been here? Let me check my time. Y'all, I'm making y'all nod off here. The sound of a cutter puts you to sleep. Jean's probably napping. I can almost guarantee you. No, she may be knitting. I don't know. I was going to say, because Jean likes to nap in my show, which is fine with me because she needs her sleep, and then I don't mind she sleeps in my show. Yeah, I've already done 3 giveaways, so I want to do 1 more YouTuber, and I'll do 2 more. Let's see, that'll be 6. That's enough for a week. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is all that texture paste again. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of not too good for my cutter. I think I'm going to pass up on these last 4 that have texture paste. I'll do 1 because it's not, I don't think it's good for I think it's going to jack up my cutter. I shouldn't say it like that, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's not good for the cutting through all that heavy texture there. Okay, let's see, 6. So there's 1 there because all that's texture. Then I can get a small one out of here. Let's go with cutting it there. Is that 4? Let's go 3 here. And trim that down. 4. Yeah. Yeah. Cutter ASMR, yeah. Okay, let's see. How wide is that? 4. Let's cut this down. Let's trim it off of here. Okay, 3. I'm going to go get some coffee. Okay, I'm going to take a quick coffee. I'm going to go get some coffee, then we'll do another giveaway. If Terry's up for it, or anybody else that wants to help out. My mods have all gone to sleep. Okay, let's see. Because, I mean, if y'all saw at the beginning of the show, I still have like 3 feet, 2.5 to 3 feet of this stuff sitting over here. And this is all we've done in the last hour. We've done this many, and we've done this many 4x6. That's all we've done. And just, you know, what is that? Maybe 10, 15 pages? Okay, so it's still really bugging me about where is my gamer binder. I thought for sure it was right there. And those 2 binders I pulled down, One was old artwork and one was old calligraphy. So I just do not know. Maybe I stuck it in a closet somewhere. Put it away with my old artwork in the closet. Could be. Could be. All right, I'm going to go get some coffee and I'll be right back, guys. Let me get Andy here. So, yeah. All right, I'll be right back. I got too many binders. Let's not unplug the computer, Dee Dee. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. We dropped coffee there. So hang on, got my hands full. So, dang, that's just really bugging me about that binder. Could be over on that shelf. Okay. Well, anyway, I just want to kind of show you real quick. I'm out of breath. Okay, Terry, I'm gonna send you over there in just a minute. So this is my Mist Trilogy, which I just spilled coffee on the cover. And then I also have, these are, I think this was the trilogy, and then I also have the individuals. I dripped some coffee on this on the way up. So just so you can kind of see what they look like. I don't know if the covers. Anyway, you can see. So this is the worlds like. So this was the trilogy, the Mist Riven Exile. Okay. And I also have them individually as they came out. So I can't tell you really the dates on these because this is like the compilation. I forget what year each one came out. I should have brought that up. Maybe. Let's see if it's on. Let me look on this. Hang on. Let me look on the individual CD if it has a date. Oh, so tiny. So tiny. I don't know. Maybe 1998. I don't know. I'll have to go get the original one. But anyway, the Nuru came out. Nuru came out in like 2000. It was $50. Then later you could buy it online. Like you can buy games online now through Steam and stuff. Well, you know, you had to buy them at the store back then. There's a date on here. Here we go. Oh Lord, I can't even see that tiny. Hang on, where's my... I'm gonna get to a point here, just a minute. But now I got distracted by the... Okay, so 2003. So the game came out in 2003, but we'd been playing it online for about a year, I think, before it actually hit the stores. We played it in beta. And so anyway, But it just, as a multiplayer online in 2003, it just didn't take off like hundreds of thousands of people like you need for it to. So yeah, the worlds are beautiful, and there's little cutscenes and story. It's just absolutely stunning, especially for its time, right? So I'm going to show you one of my folders here. Now this is not my binder of my avatar portraits, but I just want to show you how all of us were. This is one of my. This is the game guide. But all these papers in here, these are all the notes and codes and everything to to play all the puzzles. The puzzles are very, some of them are very complicated. Word histories, and has their own alphabet. Um, and there were guilds. People would do make their own make guilds, and have groups. I mean, it was a whole online community, probably like some of the games are now. I don't know, because I'm not involved in any of the games now. But all the different emails and getting together with people, all the all the different. I mean, I kept all of this. I even have I have one of those leather journals somewhere too, and some of this is out of that leather journal. Here's look, here's one of the codes for one of the So anyway, yeah, this was all how, all the, and then see what would happen is new people would come in all the time. New people would come into the world, and they have to start from scratch. They have to start at the beginning. And your avatar, you could either do, and I'm sure this is true now. Like I said, I don't know how everybody, what they're all capable of doing now, other than shooting, because you didn't do any shooting. But you could have third person view, or you could look out the person's eyes and see, or you could see your own avatar. You could have different viewpoints, whichever. And new people would come into the game, and you'd help them. So someone would come in and go, well, where do I need to start? And everybody would gather around him and say, oh, what's your name? Because it's a live chat. It's a live chat, just like we have here in Ustream. Okay, and you talk to him and you say, well, where, what have you done this puzzle? Have you got past this? Have you done that? And then there was all kind of Easter eggs and all kinds of things. It was just awesome. I miss those people. I really miss them, because you really make friends, just like we do here on Ustream. We make friends here. Well, in this case, we did the same thing. We made friends, but you also solve puzzles together in these underground cavern worlds. Now, not all of them were underground. Let me see if I can. Some of them, this is not even in color, so this is one of my printouts. This game guide wasn't even in color back then. But so anyway, I did portraits for people, and I also drew scenes out of the game. So I would draw like the trees and the plants and the book stands, and I was like a little mini, not archaeology, but anthropologist. I was like the anthropologist artist. And I drew all kinds of things out of it. But anyway, just to show you that real quick. If I come across, and it's somewhere here, I thought it was on that top shelf where I drew the, scenes from the game and the avatars. It's the whole binder. That's why I can't understand where it could be, because it's a big, thick binder. Oh well, back to cutting. All right, so let me find another few sheets to cut, like maybe this one. Like this one's kind of cool. Has a big pin. That would be a good postcard size. See, like this. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use this. All right, so let's go with these. You played Mist and Ribbon before the online? Yeah, it was a standalone. Yeah. and then Yuru became like the story behind the story, and oh, I miss it. I do. I miss those people. Okay, so I'm going to cut 4. I'm going to cut right out of the middle of this one. Okay, I'm going to have to move it over just a little. Or maybe I'll know what I'll do. I'll do a 4x6 landscape. So 6. I got to cut this down here. Let's cut down to 6. And a 4. So, like that. All right, scrap. Now I got all sentimental. Okay. Nostalgic is the word, yeah. Journey through the art archives, yeah. I know, I do, this place. But then, Suzanne, the thing is you could come and the problem with having someone come help you organize a room is, only the person with the studio knows where things should go and what you want to keep and what you should do with it. So even if you have someone here helping you, it's like, okay, I think I want that face, and let's do a landscape here. You have to tell them what to do, You have to tell them what to do, so it's like you're really just still doing it anyway. Okay. This one can be cut up into some 3x4s. Am I cutting off the top here? The light shifted. What are we working on, Sarah? We're cutting up cards for art cards. This is like just a supplement to the day. We already did 3 hours of art journaling earlier. And I think I actually want to keep this bit right here. I like that bit. Yeah, we've already done 3 hours of art journaling. And now we're, a couple hours into cutting up my old journals. Here, for those y'all just joining in here, let's go ahead and I need to take a sip of coffee. Anyway, I'm going to back up. See, I moved my camera way up so that I could show you. This is what we're cutting up. All this right here. These are deconstructed journals and journal pages. And it's a full shelf in my studio. I pulled them all out knowing we were not going to do all these, right? But, yeah. That's what we're doing. And so we moved the camera. We moved the camera way up there so that we have room, because here's my cutter. This just shows you how zoomed in we are. Right? I moved the camera up like 18 inches higher than normal. Just to give you an idea. Yeah, so that's what we're doing, you asked. You asked. Okay, so now let's go back. Hang on. Okay. So we're not using these little ones now. We're going with the bigger ones. Let's see, a lot of these have that texture on them, and I'm trying not to. Oh, look, guys. Here's some leftover journal from when we did. Oh, and let me cover up my address. Here's one of the envelopes. I need to pull this out and send it to somebody. I'm covering up my address up here. I remember when I would do these little pen and ink animals and send them out to people 5 years ago. Anyway, yeah. So I need to put this, at least, if nothing else, I need to put it in my big sketchbook, a tip in my big sketchbook. I will pull that out. Okay, now remember these. So one year we got not the Farmer's Almanac. It wasn't the Farmer's Almanac, but it was like that. It was like what vegetables to grow in what season, when to plant, and all that. You remember that one, Kathy Kaberg? Well, these are from that. Here's some carrots. Here's some just different things. But look, we did, like, here's cabbage. We painted the I say we because y'all were here. And then took notes all around the edges. I need to put this in my tip in as well. They were fun. Yeah. Did you end up getting one, Eileen? I'm sure you did. I don't remember what animal you would have got, but yeah. So, yeah, this was fun. Your third year envelope prize. Carrots. Yeah, I won't use these. Really, I could probably trash those, but let's see what else. Okay, here's some stenciling with that, with the what do you call it? The spackling or whatever it is. I don't want to cut this up because I know I'm damaging my blades here doing that. What else do I have here? And I can't cut these up because they're really heavy cardstock. I'll really mess up my. And here's another one. Here's one with a lot of texture paste on it. Here's a bird. Let's see here. It's a bird. It's just a bird though. It's like nothing. Oh, here's some of my. I gave this stamp away. I don't even remember who I gave it to, but I gave this hand-carved butterfly stamp. Eileen, do you remember who I gave this to? But I kept a lot of them because I gave the stamp away. It was a hand-carved butterfly stamp. It was this big, that big. So I printed out a whole bunch of them before I gave it away. So I got a bunch of butterflies here. What else? Flipping. I'm going to have a big mess to clean up in here. There's a big face. This is one of those quick faces, like I show how to do the 10-second, well, actually 5-second faces. No, I'm trying to see. If you ever aren't sure who to give it to, well, your big sketchbook is going to become the super fluffette. I know, right, Button? It will. It'll be super fluffette. You got a few of them, Eileen? Okay. Oh, I remember those. To the stained glass stencils. Yes, the stained glass stencils with the, what do you call it on them? Spackling. Anyway, these are the, the 3-minute faces. Well, I mean 3-minute. 3-second faces that we took. Let me find a pencil. I don't even have a big pencil here. Let me get one out of my. Where, in the face journal. Y'all know the face journal. Wow, that was loud. And this may even be the water soluble. I don't know. And you just take a big, graphite stick or something, and you do the big faces, and you try not to, lift up your pencil, and you do fun little faces, and then you develop those into something. And we did a whole bunch of these in the what do you call it, in the face journal. Like, so that's one of these. Okay. It's like old home week here today. All right, what else do I have in here? Here's where we doodled on a face. Oh, here's some leaves. This is a good one to cut up. Okay, here's some leaves. There's a little drawn flower from one of these. Again, just bits. Okay, so let's cut this one up. 3. Trim off the edges. 3 by 4. So this one's like, some of these are double-sided. But they're not really painty. So, yeah. They're more just glued down stuff. Looks like Waldo from Where's Waldo? Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to pick out some of the good ones here. Here's one of my carved stamps. This was, these are deconstructed art journals, right? Let's cut this one up. Which way do I want to go here? Let's make postcards out of this. So like 4x6, and this is just paper. This isn't even cardstock. This is paper out of a journal. But that's kind of cool. Use your imagination. Okay, 4x6. I've not seen any of this, so it's all new. Okay, Tar Heel Teresa. See, like here's one of my gargoyle stamps. Just in a journal, took it out of the journal. This is on like not wax, like parchment paper. Oh, look, here's a little cat drawing. These are from 2014. There's a little cat. There's a little bunny. There's a little bear or something. That was like my mom's pomegranate. My mom's pomegranate. Pomeranian. Okay, so I'm going to send Terry over to... Here's a bunch of quick little, these are all in not charcoal, graphite, so I don't like to touch them, they're a mess. These are all a bunch of quick animal sketches. They're all in pencil. There's a sloth and some foxes and a pig, a bunny. These are from a few years ago. Okay, then I got folders here. What's in these folders? I have folders. What are in these folders? Oh my gosh. Just folder. Well, I need to pull these folders out. I don't know if there's anything in these folders. But they're the craft color folders. The craft ones, a couple of them are cut in half, but most of them are still intact. So these are awesome to do our collage. We used to do hundreds of them, right? But we haven't done a lot of them lately. And these are also good to draw on. Okay, so let me get out my. Where's my? Hang on, gotta find my. Here it is. All right, Terry. We're going to do another giveaway, and then we're going to wrap this up. Okay? All right, where's my Sharpie? Here we go. So we're going to I'll get Terry first to go over to part 2 of the video. It will be the newest video up there, Terry. The newest video up there, or the last video, I should say. Part 2 of the color book page that we did on Monday. And pick me, say the 5th person, the 5th comment. And I have no idea, guys. Trust me, I do not know. I don't even remember who commented, let alone, what order they commented in. So tell me the 5th person on the last video, Terry. And then we'll do another one for you guys. And then y'all can leave because I won't be doing any more giveaways. Because that'll bring me up to 6. So that'll be enough for the week. No, she's not streaming today, Allie. So I'm waiting for Terry to come back. Huan Zhu Kong. Oh, okay. I hope I can get a hold of this person. I mean, I'll leave a comment to them. And, if they get back with me, I'll send them some card scraps. Okay, so if you are watching this, which they probably aren't because they were probably watching a color book page, but this is the person, the fifth person on video, the last video. Okay, so this is card, scrap card. Okay. All right. All right, now I'm going to do, oh wait, let me write YouTube on that so I can go find them on YouTube. All right, now I'm going to do the two people here again. So we're going to do two people here, and they're just business envelopes for this stuff, guys. I got all this. I'm going to just put them in business envelopes for giveaways. Maybe about 6 or 8. I don't know how many will fit. Maybe a couple of 4x6s and then some 3x4s. Okay. All right. So don't put it in. How do I say that name? Hyun Ju Kanj. That's the best I can do. Okay, so let's see. Where's my phone? Okay, so I'm going to go back to random.org. I've had fun today, guys. I mean, I needed cheering up. And I won't get into it. Y'all that were here earlier know what I'm talking about. Okay, so when I type in go, the two people closest to whatever number random.org generates without going over. One number only. Wait till I type in go, one number only, and the two people closest, person 1 and person 2, without going over. Terry. Oh, Terry, you know I'll probably send you some anyway. You and Eileen, my mods, y'all do so well. Got to spoil the mods every now and then. Okay, everybody put in their numbers. And plus I have all these scraps too, guys. I don't know if that's, as good, but there's something to make something with. And again, if you make some cards with these guys, whether you ATC can cut them down to ATC size or whatever, don't send them back to me. Share them amongst, one of your, someone you're close to in the group. Like, how Eileen and Janet are like this. You're welcome, Terry. Because everybody got in a number? Okay. Last call for a number. And then I'm going to do the scraps are good, Suze? Okay. All right, so here we go. Wait a minute, I've got to adjust my lighting again. Auto light, right light. Okay, so here we go. So we had 57 up there. So I'm going to generate a new one. Here we go. Hang on. Let me see if I can get it to. Come on. All right, generate. Well, hang on. Let's move it out and move it back in. Hang on. It generated a number, but I want y'all to see it. 97. The closest to 97. The two people closest to 97 without going over. All right, let me turn that right light off and let me brighten my camera back up because we've messed it all up. Okay, the fighting duo, yeah. Okay, the two people closest to 97 without going over. Where's that? Oh, that's falling down there. Okay. Scraps work great. Good. Okay. Okay. Leah had 88. Suze had 85. Are those the two closest? So Leah had 88 and Suzanne had 85. So it looks like Leah and Suze. Okay, card scraps. All right, so that's 6. That's all I can do, especially since some of them are obviously, probably overseas. Well, I know Leah's overseas. So that's all I can do for this week. That's it for the week. Because I already sent out a bunch of Happy Mail Monday and today. So, yeah. All right. So, if y'all are waiting for more giveaways, y'all can leave now. If you're waiting for giveaways, you can leave now. We're done. Suze. Okay. So let's, I think I got enough to give away. We cut up enough here. Let's see what else is in here. Okay, so here's some other, I'll stay for about 5 more minutes, guys. Here's some small. These are like maybe 8 by 8. Some old, these are old. These are some old collage bits. These could probably get cut up. Let's cut these up real quick, because none of these are going to be for anything. None of these. Okay, we'll cut these up. We'll add these to the pile. All right, so some of this is tough. It's thick. There's so many layers right there. I can't even cut through it. Seriously, that's a big piece of cardstock. That's got to go. That'd go in the scraps. I can't cut through that with this cutter, and I shouldn't have probably tried to do that. All right, that's a scrap. Okay, so 3x4. That probably wasn't too smart. Okay. This has got a big, thick piece of cardstock on it, too. See, this is so thick my cutter won't cut through it. So let's just cut this down. So I hope everybody had fun today. We did quite a bit. We did an art journal page. Looks like a piece of the Taj Mahal here. Let's cut right down the middle here. We did an art journal page. I'll show y'all that real quick. Talked a little game. We talked a little game. Here's our, here's the art journal page we did today. These owls. And this is in the Dilutions. And this is from the 2013 book. So we just worked on this right out of 2013. And that's what we did today. Plus lots of journal flips and flips through my Inktober. So we did quite a bit, I think. It was fun. I thought it was fun. I needed cheering up today, I'll tell you. Yeah, I was ready to bite someone's head off. And I didn't want it to be you guys. I did not want it to be you guys. Okay, is that a 3 by... Trim it a little bit. Aw, thanks, Card Chick. And then these bits, I'm just trimming them down and they go in the scrap pile here. I'm not saving this. Okay. Let's go with 4 by 6 maybe on this. Because some of these make, you know, that's a decent postcard to play with. What happened? Suzanne? What happened with Dot? I missed something. Did I miss something? What is it, Suzanne? Okay. All right, there's a 4 by 6. This girl with the Paris. This will be a good 4 by 6. Let's see. Let's go. Trim off a little on this edge. And the Eiffel Tower is right there. Let's keep the Eiffel Tower. See, look. So we've gone from a journal page down to a postcard size. And doesn't that look cool? So take your old journals. Take your old journals and cut stuff out of, cut them down. We've done this before, guys. This is not our first rodeo of going through this pile. We went through this pile maybe a year ago, Just a couple scraps. Scrap. We did this about a year ago. Well, look, you saw how much I still have over here, right? There's a little guy on a horse. I don't know if this is big enough. No, it's not quite. I can cut it down to a 3 here. Let's cut this down to a 3x4. Little guy on the horse. Dot tried to take Suzanne's number. You have something coming. Oh, I know what it is, Dot. I sent you, you should be getting it any time. I sent you those, a bunch of envelopes for your next ATC swap. And something else. Didn't you win something last week or something? I forget. Anyway, you got a couple things to come and Dot. So don't be griping. Not that you were griping. I'm just, don't email me. Not that you would, but. Oh, here, this is a good one to cut up. This is a good one. Let's trim off that little edge, though. All right, 4. Trim off the top of this and turn this into a postcard. I'm just picking on you, Dot. 4, because Eileen's not. Let's go with, let's cut this down. Keep the adventure in there. Dot always wins. She does win quite often, doesn't she? All right. I might send her some scraps just to aggravate her. All right. So let's see. Let's go. Let's see. Anyway, I hope y'all have fun. And again, if you're watching the show and there's things you want to see done, or let me know. I don't mind doing things people want to see. It's all fun to me. Hanging out with you guys and all this stuff, it's all fun to me. So if you like more color booking, if you like more arting, collaging, if you like more art journaling, you know all the stuff we do here. Dot just wants your stuff. Alright, let me trim this edge and turn this into a postcard here. 4x6. Let me trim that little bit of edge, just a little bit of raggedy edge. There we go. Okay, 4. No, it's a little less. So let's trim that. Trim this. And let's go right here. Those are good scraps. This is not. I'm not saving this stuff here, people. It was your favorite things to do today, Kathy. Aww. I'll send her some scraps. Don't worry about it, Suzanne. Gee. Okay, let's go with this girl here. Let's go with right about there. Let's go with 4. And trim off a little of the top. I kind of wouldn't mind getting that in there, but let's see how much I'd have to trim off that. Try to fit it in. That's pretty good. Okay, is this 4? Nope, it's not quite. So let's trim that down. Okay. I think this should do it for the day, guys. I think we cut a mean rug today. All right, that's good scrap. This is okay. I'm going to send Dot scraps. Just saying. She's not getting any cards. Scraps only. All right, terrible. Okay, so I'm going to send Dot some scraps, and just because, I'm also going to send Kathy Kaberg. So that's got me at my limit. That's Kaberg, not Gerberg. So I'm going to send Kathy, you're going to get a card. You'd be happy with. Well, I'm going to send you a card, Kathy. Dot just gets scraps. I'll send you some scraps too. Scraps and card. Dot just gets the trash. I'm sorry. She just gets the scraps. Aren't I terrible? I might send a couple more. We'll see, guys. I gotta limit it though. Y'all are gonna Hubster's gonna go, whoa, 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 whoa. That's what Hubster's gonna do. I'll tell you what, I'll probably send a couple more, but it might probably be next week. Okay. I gotta limit it every week. Oh my gosh. I got piles of Post-its here. Now, that's enough. That's enough for today. All right, guys. So I'm going to head out before I have no postage. But I hope y'all had fun. Yeah, Dr. Dot just gets the scraps. Oh my gosh. We love you, Dot. Okay, I'm heading out, guys. I hope y'all had fun. I'll upload these 2 videos today and clean up this mess. Oh my gosh, you should see this room. I tore it apart looking for those, and I didn't show you. Wait. Where did I put those? Oh, I have these 2 binders that I pulled off the shelf. We'll have to do this next time. This binder here has a whole bunch of my art that I printed out. This is a bunch of my print, my portraits and things, because I don't usually print them out because I have them all over the place. But this one, look. Y'all are going to get a kick out of this one. This is an old book that I used for scrapbooking before there were scrapbooks. Before there were scrapbook binders, I should say. Well, I mean, there's always been those peel and stick photo albums. But, before we had, like, nice scrapbook binders, this used to be one of my scrapbooks. I've since repurposed it for a lettering binder. But look, I covered this with fabric. It's all kind of done. Look how faded that is. It's been up on my shelf. Look how faded the sun has faded that fabric. That used to be black. So I covered a 3-ring binder, just a 3-ring binder, school binder. Yeah, well, you know what I mean, Terry. Before the popular, the scrapbook binders, the nice ones. So I covered this with fabric, and I even trimmed all the edges with fabric. Oh, you're welcome, Elizabeth. And it's got all kinds of calligraphy stuff. It's a big look. This is from my guild days. Look at some of this stuff is old. Look, we'll have to go through this next time. I need to, you know what, I should send this binder to Janet. Oh my gosh, she'd hate me, wouldn't she? If I sent her this calligraphy binder, what would Janet do? Janet has binders like this. This is why I'm teasing. But look, this is all calligraphy stuff. No sewing. Terry, it's all glued. It's no sewing. It's all glued down. Okay, guys, I gotta head out. And if I end up finding that gaming, gaming binder, I'll show you my old avatars. What did y'all think I should do it? I would do it. Now, I wouldn't send her the actual binder, but I'd send her all the pages. You dare me, Eileen? Because that probably cost me $30 to mail that binder. Where if I took them out of the binder, I could just mail the pages. But it probably wouldn't be till next week. For her birthday. That's right, her birthday's coming up. Let me do that. Don't tell her. Maybe she won't watch this show. Y'all don't tell her. Okay, calligraphy. But I don't know about sending her the actual binder. She would throw the binder away anyway, just like I would, because it's really bad. But the calligraphy binder pages to Janet for birthday. Because her birthday's in a couple weeks, Eileen? It's coming up. It's coming up. I'll send her the pages. You girls are bad. Okay. Hey, Bhutan. Yeah. Happy birthday, Janet. She will hate me. No, you know what, Eileen? I'm going to blame you. It's all Eileen's fault. That's what it is. And if you're watching this recording, bless your heart. Yeah, from all of us. It's Eileen's fault. Okay, guys, I gotta head out, guys. Really, I think I'm hungry. I'm getting punchy. All right, y'all have a good afternoon. See you later, guys. Bye.